Hi, I'm Philip Zanadi. See, in our own company, what I've done is we sort of analyzed all the value streams and then said which are our top 10 value streams that can bring the highest value if we make changes. Okay. So we identified those 10 top processes where we are looking at not only efficiency, okay, efficiency in the process reengineering is old game, which is needed, but it's not a selling point anymore. Bringing the experience, enhancing experience through this process re-engineering is the new name of the game, correct? So we are talking about both. So for this, we follow a very simple mantra. We call it SEA. We take each process and say what can be simplified, what can be eliminated, what can be automated. So SEA. Why we say this is if you focus only on automation, you may be automating a very complicated process and unnecessary steps and still automating it. It's like old wine in new bottle. Only thing you're leveraging the technology, that's all. But if you really want to bring value to the business, you need to sort of eliminate those things that are not needed. And there are many steps in the industry, I can say, which are being done for historical reasons. Somebody defined it, we continue to follow it over the ages. Question the status quo and say why or why not. Simplification is, can we just remove some steps and move it faster? And then bringing in automation, I can say in some processes, we've been able to save as much as 30% in terms of the process steps, gain efficiency, gain productivity, etc. And these need not be very, very big processes also. You can slice it down to small sub processes, work at that, and make those changes, re-engineer those processes. And automation, I can say there are two things in process re-engineering what I have seen that is of biggest use. One is the data that it is, whatever the system is already generating, how can I leverage that data to say whether I need this step or not, correct? Number two is the process automation, where I'm able to bring in technology to automate my workflows or automate a step that is being done manually today. Can I make one system talk to another? And can I use a robot to populate the data and things like that, which we eliminate. The third thing is we are also using solutions like Celonis rather, which sort of does like a web crawl into our system and provides you a real time on what are the timelines that it takes from one process step to the other. This is not based on perception. This is based on timestamp in the system,
Okay.
right? And that gives us the transparency to see where the real bottlenecks are, not the perceived bottlenecks, where the real bottlenecks are. And then we are able to work on those and eliminate those steps and automate those steps, etc. That cycle goes on, and that's a never-ending cycle. I think industry has been doing process re-engineering for decades now. It continues, but the way we do it has changed, and the technology we leverage has changed. But it will continue, I'm sure, even into the future. Having seen 5G announcement, that would be, I think, the big wave that will happen. Already the telecom companies have been prepared for it, and companies like Bosch have experimented on it already, of having a private 5G within the plant. Uh, for example, where machines talk to each other, how the data can be flowing from one place to another using leveraging 5G. So 5G is going to be one big thing which will happen. And with the coming of the 5G also, I think the edge computing will grow in a big way, because we spoke about an era where cloud became suddenly the buzzword. Everybody was talking about move to cloud, move to cloud. But now I think that will be behind us. There will be cloud, but I think it will be edge plus cloud and as a hybrid model that will work, particularly where data intensive operations are there. We will see more and more of that, which I see. IoT will become a common thing in future, and I think things like a phone connecting to every device. At my house, I operate even my geyser and television and everything remotely, including light and using IoT devices. So IoT is going to maybe more commoditized. We may not realize it. People even won't call it IoT or may not know it is IoT. But sensors coming into play, data flowing from sensors to cloud, and from there the solutions through softwares, which is in toto the IoT, will become a common thing. And underlying all these, I think, is the data part, which is AI ML. None of these will be successful without AI ML. And
Yeah.
data, I feel, is the core for anything that we do, whether you want to improve your business being on Amazon, or you want to improve customer experience using Qualtrics, or whether you want to improve the machine uptime using everything is going to be related with data. So I think AI ML is going to be another big play. So these are things that I feel will be the trends come going forward.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.